Yo, this is Tyson Sybateli, Tyson ST, Lil Snake, you already know, PTA 012, and you're live on Zkhiphani.
Yo, dog. I know you just did a brief introduction now, but just give us a little bit of a background on who Tyson is.
Tyson is a kid from KZN, Mlazi, and then I got to grow up in PTA. Very, very different from my culture, but like, the cultural experience has shaped me into the musician I am, and being able to actually be in these spaces and like be influenced to actually do rap more. I thought I was gonna be a singer actually.
Can you sing?
Partially, yeah. I sing on my songs a lot actually. I do all my hooks, or I write them and then I have like my singer friends come and redo the hooks.
Crazy. I wanted to get into sort of like your background. How was it like growing up? Because I read that you're actually from Umlazi, but it's interesting that you're repping PTA, you know? So kind of take us through what was it like growing up and how you ended up in PTA?
So both my parents originally are like from Durban and Mlazi, both of them, like different sections, so of course. So growing up, like we spent little time in KZN actually till like we moved this side in Kempton Park first, and then we'd also like most of the time we'd just go back to KZN. But we moved to Joburg for briefly, and then we'd also go back to KZN, just like visiting family, everything. So I grew up with like cousins a lot. Cousins, and both parents working, so it's like older cousins would like take care of us, all of that, and the music we'd get into, and then time spent with like my parents would just be them putting me on music, putting me on this. Just my parents loved hip hop actually. 50 Cent, big time.
50 Cent is a favorite amongst the oldies, I have to be honest.
Big time. Until like we got to PTA, like in my youth-ish.
Yeah. So then what happened? Why don't you represent KZN? Why is it PTA?
I feel like I represent both, but like the reason why PTA more than KZN, no offense to my peoples, but it's like that's what raised me. These are the people I've been with consistently, because ever since we got to PTA, I haven't been nowhere else. No shift in climate, no shift in friends, the same people all these years, everything. It's me. They define my character, you know?
Okay, interesting. Now, you have been earmarked as one of the rising stars in SA hip hop. One of the artists to look out for, you know, that's what they say about you. What does that mean for you?
For me, that means people are finally seeing the stages I was meant to be at, the stages that were designed specifically to make room for me. Every blessing and opportunity that comes, every word of praise, whatnot, is what I was destined to get. I feel like it's finally like happening bit by bit, but like I deserve this. This just means I'm doing right.
How many years in the game do you have now?
I've been rapping since I was like in primary. I've always loved this as like a kid.
Yeah, okay. Now, we all know Pretoria has been consistent with regards to the quality of hip hop acts that have come out of the city, that have represented the city from as far back as like Naughty, Envy, you know, P.O, and all of that. You know, what's the scene looking like now? You know, considering, you know, Tato Soul and the 25Ks and the Reeses and the J Jodis. You know, what's the scene looking like now?
It's crazy because at first, you know, most hip hop, most anything music wise, for it to move, it has to be in Joburg. You gotta go in Joburg. You gotta be in the spaces, whatnot. So we just done it ourselves. We put out our music for our people. We got booked at our events, whatnot, and we just kept we were consistent with it. And so the results started showing out where we were making so much noise, everybody wanted to be involved in what's going on in PTA. Like, the people that have been doing it, the veterans like Black Les and P.O from the city, we call them the big homies. They showed love to us. They've come out, they've reached out to me, they've reached out to Tato Soul, they've reached out to Reese, you know, Imtadon, Jody. They've reached out to us and like put us on their ears, or like shown love and shine the light on us for other people to see. So it's crazy. It's even crazy to be considered amongst the people like who've already done their thing. They've had daylight. They still having it. They supposed to, you know. But like now, my name is considered with your Reese's, your Tatos, your 25s, whatnot. It's nice. I won't lie.